Good morning. Welcome to the space where we reimagine Africa and reimagine living. How are you? It is a rainy day in my neck of the woods, but still, I've decided it's going to be a bright, sunny day in my mind, and I hope you are too. If it is raining in your world, if you want sunshine, visualize sunshine and experience sunshine, even though it might be gray outside. I was talking to a wonderful group of women. I have a class called Design Your Life. And on Wednesday night and Thursday night, I have rooms full of women who are ready to change the course of their lives, who decided that 2023 would be a very different year in terms of all good things coming for them and intentionally calling in certain parts of their lives. And the topic yesterday in my Design Your Life mastermind was the mastermind. The mastermind. And a lot of people have noticed on the internet, there are all these classes and they're all called masterminds. And yet there is not a full understanding of what a mastermind is. So I wanted to go over that today and also to implore you to be the kind of person who is a good mastermind for someone else, right? This is the hallmark for success. I think one of the things that I grew up around and as I have become an adult is recognize that a lot of people want to be connected. They go to networking events. They're like, I hate networking events. I hate networking events. And I'm just like, why do we hate networking events so much? And I believe that part of the reason why we hate networking events so much is because many of them are so superficial. They are so superficial in the sense that you are in a room full of people who you don't know and nobody is letting their guard down because everyone wants to show up as the person on the business card, right? And that is a very difficult way to meet people, especially if you're looking for authenticity, you're looking for people who will just be available to say that opportunity is for me or that opportunity is not for me, right? And so that I feel is the reason why many people do not like networking. However, when you become confident in who you are, what you want in life, and what you desire, you will realize that it is not a difficult thing for you to go into networking spaces because you will be able to show up as yourself, knowing exactly what the work that you do in the world is and knowing exactly that everybody who is there is not necessarily there for you, but it's an opportunity to just connect with an individual and bless them and wish them well in their day. Now, the mastermind principle is an idea that when 2 or 3 people gather in a room, there is a third or fourth mind that is created. So if there are 2 people in a room, what happens is the 2 people collaborate and the energy of the 2 people creates a new mind, which is a collaboration of both their minds. Right? That is why you find that when you're working with someone, things really go easily and well, right? For example, I work with a lady who builds the I Am Africa website. And sometimes I come up with these ideas and then she executes. And then sometimes we get to a point where we don't really like it that much. But what always happens when we sit down together and talk about it, my mind and her mind connect. And when the 2 minds connect, we create magic. And you've been wondering what that magic is. That magic is the third mind, a collaboration between you and that person. And you've created this thing where both your ideas are bouncing back and forth and they are becoming amazing. Just amazing in the sense that the ideas grow, the ideas develop. So what does that mean? You always want to meet people and find people in your circle who have that energy, that know that when 2 people get into a room, a third mind is formed as a collaboration of the 2 minds. These are people who value sharing openly. Not telling, you don't have to go into a room and tell all your secrets. No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that as you have conversations, you sense the vibe of that person, and then you plant more seeds, and you continue to sense the vibe of that person and plant more seeds and sense the vibe and plant more seeds until you have a conversation that is just growing. What does this require of you? It requires openness. It requires that when you get information, you become the person who is willing to say the name of others in rooms full of opportunities. You become the person who gets other people's dreams. You don't necessarily need to get something in return. You get somebody's dream and you're able to talk to them. And if there's a way that you can help them, you go ahead and do that, even though they are not the person who will help you. That's what that means. Here's the thing. This is where we go wrong. A lot of us help people expecting that they will help us exactly how we helped them. But the law of attraction states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But that does not mean that when you help one person, if you help person A, that person A is the person who is coming back to help you. What it means is that when you help person A, a person, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, or otherwise, or even A, might be the person who comes back to support you. Do not hold other people hostage because you have helped them before. Keep that vibe. Keep that vibe and just know that because you sent out something, that is the cause, the effect always has to be equal and opposite to what you put out, and it'll come back to you. The more goodness you put out, the more goodness comes back to you, but it doesn't have to come from the person that you helped. Understand that. So as you go into spaces, as you go into networking opportunities, get this idea that you do not necessarily have to get something in return when you say someone's name in a room full of opportunity at that specific moment. You do not have to wait for them to come back and do something for you. No. Go ahead and keep planting the seed, planting the seed, planting the seed. Plant the seed of goodness. Just keep planting the seed. And once you keep talking about someone's dreams and blowing them up and saying their name, if you believe in them, you keep looking out for others, what must happen is others might look out for you. They might not necessarily be the person that you think. Someone, just know that God in his intelligence has made it possible for other people to be around, and those people are hearing your dreams as well, and they will say your name in rooms full of opportunities. So be the person, be that person, be that friend who props other friends up. And they don't need to know that you're doing it. Any chance you get, call out your friend's name and her success and what she's about in a space where she can get advancement. It's not that same friend who will call out your name, but someone will call out your name. It is the law of cause and effect. It is the law of cause and effect, right? And the thing is, these are God's laws of nature. If you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. If you sow generously, you will reap generously. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Okay? So understand that the law of cause and effect is always working, just like the law of gravity is always working. Right? So that when you say and prop up someone, you expect that it's going to happen, but from elsewhere, not necessarily from that person. And so we hold people hostage, expecting them to do for us what we did for them. No, Just be that person who says, you know what? I love what you do. I must share it with so and so, and share it willingly and openly, and just sit there not expecting anything from them or from the person that you send the information to. Instead, expect that the law of cause and effect is in action and in effect. And that the way you sent out, if you sent it out to 4 feet, remember it's an equal and opposite reaction, it will come back to you. It'll come back to you in that 4 feet. But the interesting thing about the way this universe works is you must get more than you can imagine. More than you can imagine. It'll just multiply. And then you'll say, my goodness, I didn't even sow this seed. You have no idea how many seeds you have sown. Every time you say the name of someone in a room full of opportunities, you are sowing seeds. And they must come back to you. They must come back to you. Sometimes it gets really quiet and you're like, my God, I've been doing this for people. I've been doing this for people. Do not give up. Just keep doing it. Remember, you're not doing it to get something. You're doing it because you understand that these good vibes that you put out in this universe always come back to you. And expect good things. Just expect good things. Just know when you wake up every morning that good things are coming back to you. Okay? So that's really how to look at this, how to look at the mastermind principle. The mastermind principle is that when you sit down with someone, I don't care if you're just networking or just having a conversation, the two of you, as you collaborate, create a third vibe. And it's the energy of both your thoughts and ideas, and they're in that room. Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Women must trust other women. Men must trust other men. Humans must begin to trust humans. Right? People are human. They'll let you down from time to time, but we must trust each other. Because the moment you start putting goodness, you will start to see that goodness is coming back to you. So remember this, if you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. If you sow generously, you will reap generously. But just keep it up, and just know that whatever you put out is coming right back to you. It's the law of cause and effect, right? You believe the law of gravity, right? If you saw pigs flying, you'd faint, right? And gravity is working whether you think it is or not, right? So just know that the law of cause and effect is in action. Pay attention to your actions today. Pay attention to your thoughts and desires, right? Because they're coming right back to you. Bless everybody. Bless everybody around you. I'm not saying that you won't see the mean people. You will. They're all over. But you don't have to join them. You don't have to join them, right? So have a wonderful day. It's Thursday. For those of you who are doing the Design Your Life, not the Design Your Life challenge, but the Countdown to 2023 challenge, I'll see you on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for 1 hour. This time I'll really try and make it 1 hour. I went a little long last week, right? But I couldn't help myself. I was meeting you guys for the first time. Continue being diligent to the challenge. Those steps that I've outlined for you, I get women calling me every day telling me that this looked so simple. My problem looked so big, and these steps looked so simple. And the steps are basically have a gratitude practice with God. Have a spiritual practice with God. Believe that good things are coming to you. Believe that your situation will change. And just write and write and write. But spend time writing about your future. Spend time writing about your future. Because your past was created by yesterday's thoughts. Your future is being created by today's thoughts. Right? Those simple steps in that Countdown to 2023 challenge. Today, let me tell you, the email got stuck last night. This morning, I woke up with a bunch of emails saying, hey, I didn't receive the homework for day 5. I just sent the homework for day 5. I just sent it. Those simple steps are transformational. I use them every single day. And so use those steps. And I'll see you on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. That is 6 p.m. East African time. And then, of course, I'll be on Facebook Live at 9 a.m., which is 5 p.m. East African time. And then I'll see you again on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. That is 5 p.m. East African time. And then every Saturday as well. Guys, when I'm not there, just know I'm tired. I is tired. Anyway, I'll see you. Have a good day. Bye.